Father Chris, distinguished guests, staff, parents, carers, and our wonderful students. The local community will often hear me state how proud I am of St Nicholas School. Proud to be your principal, proud to be a parent of 2 St Nicholas children. This is because St Nicholas Primary School has a lot to be proud of. It is, however, important to clarify that being proud of a school is not to be confused with believing a school is perfect. Like any honest organisation, at St Nicholas we have our challenges. Challenges which will be opportunities for learning and growth in 2022, where we will once again commit to being even better than we were today. So what is it about St Nicholas we can be proud of? Tonight I'll highlight 6 areas we should be proud of. Our students. At St Nicholas we have great students. They are and always will be the most important and best part of our school. Every one of our students is a complex young person who is learning their way in a challenging world. In 2021, more than ever, we need to support our students with a guiding hand and loving heart. To all our students, thank you for bringing joy to my day. Thank you for your energy to learn and commitment to be the best version of yourself. Our staff. As principal of St Nicholas, I have very high expectations of our staff. Working at St Nicholas, you need to have a universal and unconditional positive regard for children. You need to have a commitment to supportive relationships, student-centred learning, where you provide an inclusive, safe environment. St Nicholas staff need to see themselves as lifelong learners. As principal of St Nicholas, I place the same emphasis on adult learning as I do on student learning. Why? If we want our children to reach their potential, we must consistently increase the capacity of our already capable staff. We want them to be skilled, helpful adults in a team of skilled, helpful adults. High expectations on St Nicholas staff are important, for our students deserve the opportunity to reach their full potential. Our students deserve to be given options in their future thanks to a quality education. Our students deserve to feel valued, respected, and cared for. Thanks to the quality of our staff, our students are receiving what they deserve. Thanks to the quality of our staff, the future looks bright at St Nicholas. Thanks to the quality of our staff, it is easy to have high expectations. They are capable of amazing things. To our St Nicholas staff, thank you for your ongoing professionalism, dedication, and amazing commitment to our students. I apologise for the days I've pushed too hard. I hope you can join with me in celebrating that you have once again raised the bar in 2021. Our parent community. When enrolling their child at St Nicholas, a parent is asked to enter a partnership with the school in which there is a shared privilege and responsibility for the child's learning and education. Parents are the first and foremost educators of their child. This, however, does not mean parents are expected to formally educate. Rather, love their child, value education, work in partnership with our school staff. Throughout the 2021 local government stay-at-home orders, the critical importance of the school-parent partnership was highlighted. Never before has either party been required to trust and rely on the other so heavily. For this, St Nicholas parents, not only do I grade you with a distinction, I say an enormous thank you. Thank you for loving your child when it was needed the most. Thank you for adding the role of teacher to the parent job description at a time when you clearly needed to lose roles rather than take on extra. Thank you for working with us at St Nicholas in supporting the wellbeing and learning outcomes of our children. Our resilience. St Nicholas community can certainly be proud of our resilience. Resilience is often used in conjunction with the term wellbeing and is understood as a capacity to cope, learn and thrive in the face of change, challenge and adversity. COVID-19 is just one challenge or adversity members of our school community have faced in 2021. Yet, in so many areas we have not just coped, we have learnt and thrived. Congratulations. Our faith. While hope may not be a strategy, hope and a trust in God is sometimes all we have. Throughout 2021, during our darkest times, I personally felt very fortunate to place trust in God and know everything would be all right. At St Nicholas, we believe a quality education involves educating the whole child. While we want our students to graduate with a high level of academic achievement, we also expect them to leave St Nicholas with foundations to become compassionate citizens. We should be proud of the way our Catholic principles and values guide and support our children becoming the best version of themselves. As principal of St Nicholas, I am proud to be principal of not just a good school, but a good Catholic school. Our learning. St Nicholas Primary School is a place of learning. While the well-being of our students is paramount, at St Nicholas we understand the greatest thing we can do for a child's well-being is to provide them with a quality education. The foundation to a quality education, whether today or 100 years ago, is the ability to read confidently as soon as possible. For reading then provides access to every curriculum. Hence, throughout 2021, I have unashamedly preached. As an educator, the greatest gift we can give a child is the ability to read. Throughout the year, I've presented you with a lot of data. Relax. I am not going to bore you again with a list of numbers which allows me to confidently state that the learning and teaching of reading has never been better at St Nicholas than in 2021. Instead, I'm going to share with you a story. A beautifully constructed story, a story that stirred the emotions of a significant number of St Nicholas staff members. It is a story of hard work leading to great celebrations. I would like to think it is a story that reflects the reading culture we are building at St Nicholas. Earlier this term, every St Nicholas student was asked to construct a piece of writing recounting the greatest thing they've ever done. The theme was engaging in its individuality. No response was incorrect, as it was also personal. As you could imagine, the children's writing covered an enormous range of topics. Christmas to sleepovers, sports carnivals to music concerts, family holidays to being spoilt rotten by grandparents. To a rapidly changing principle, however, a particular recount by a Year 1 boy will not be forgotten in a hurry. I share it with you now. The greatest thing I have done. The greatest thing I have done was when I changed up to a level 16 reader when I was on a level 7. My teacher was there with me. Mrs. Hyde and my teacher were so shocked because of my reading. I was so happy too. It was definitely the greatest thing I've done, and that day when I got home, I was shocked. My head was blown off, and so was my mum's. Thank you, Carter Considine, and thank you for explaining the reading culture we are developing here at St Nick's, far better than I ever could. Thanks to the efforts of the staff and students, it's wonderful, it's the greatest thing, and has definitely blown my mind. To conclude, 3 very quick thank yous. Father Chris, thank you for your advice and guidance in 2021. The St Nick's leadership team, thank you for your support, thank you for your honesty. Speaking up about what you believe is best, rather than what you believe I may want to hear. Thank you for your commitment to make a very good school an even better school. To my wife Jessica and children Hugo and Stella, it is not always easy to be the wife or children of the principal. It is also not fair that St Nicholas gets the best version of me and my family gets the tired and impatient version. But thank you for your unconditional love and support. Finally, I wish our entire school community a very happy, holy Christmas and a safe and prosperous New Year. Good night.
Wow, 2021, what a year. From helping our buddies with the Easter parade to spending our days on Zoom calls, our year certainly has been a roller coaster.
With many ups and downs and sometimes daring loops. We missed out on a lot of things, just as the other COVID captains have. These include our Leadership Day in Sydney and hosting assemblies, while the whole of Year 6 has missed out on their first overnight excursion.
While this has not been anything new, it was a crazy time full of trial and error. Our gratitude goes towards all teachers and staff that have put in the effort to make our lockdown as happy as it could be.
Thanks to all the parents that have stepped into the role of teachers to ensure that their children got the best opportunity to learn the new things that were put up over our sometimes unreliable internet.
During this year, we've learnt so much, including morals, knowledge and life lessons. There's been intriguing classroom discussions and opportunities which have sparked so many questions. The teachers have made this year a delight. They have helped this year become happy and bright. We could not have become such amazing people without you all. Without you, we would bore.
Advice to you all is just to do the best you can do. Don't let the school topple while we're in high school. Just follow the rules, be a good friend, because that's all that matters most in the end. We have a fantastic school full of wonderful students and teachers, and we know that many great things will continue to happen at St. Nicholas School because it's obvious that you guys rule.
Now that we're leaving, we'll say how we feel. Our heartfelt thanks are deeply real. Teachers, you've made learning fun and helped us see that all our lessons are a valuable key. You encouraged our efforts and guided us too, believed in us as our parents did too.
Some lessons were a challenge, others were the best. Your home learning projects put Mum and Dad to the test. We now must leave our childhood sight, for time moves on and the time is right. We'll sign our bears and hug our friends, as we know it's not really the end. We hope you'll let us visit one someday, as we'll miss you all in our different ways. So thank you, St. Nick's, for all that you've done. The memories have been of smiles and fun. You've been really great, that's what we say, and for all your help, we're giving you an A.
We're going to miss the smiling faces, the happy days, and incredible learning spaces. We hope to see your amazing achievements and how you grow through the seasons. You all have made our primary school so special. We see so much potential. Thank you for making our days so great. It is something we truly appreciate.
It was old St. Nick's from Carthage Street that caught the sporting craze. We had a year all set out with sport on many days. The opposition, it was tough, but we were well prepared. Or so we thought, and then it hit, and this is how we fared. The year began on Feb 19th, a carnival in the sun. The swimmers swam, no cheers were heard, and old McKillop won. The COVID plan, it was in place, and QR code appeared. It was a mighty foe to beat, but wasn't to be feared. Xavier PARRIS broke the backstroke and Hugh Mitchell took a few. The butterfly backstroke and medley, the times they were all new. Max Judd, he went to tennis and gave the ball a hit. The Paulding team he made it to and took along his kit. Hockey had their trials and the weather, it was freezing. The girls, they did a great job and results were very pleasing. Macy Marshall and Molly KLASEN made the team to go to Paulding. Off to Bathurst they were headed, into rep players they were moulding. Cross country held and off we went to Barraba for the day, and many placed, but Mulligan was the hero on his way. Then term 2 hit and saw us adding to our woes. The mask, the dreaded mask, it kept us on our toes. The gala day in Inverell, the teams were set to go, but weather played a major role with rain and sleet and snow. It was postponed until later on, a new date it was set. But COVID took it out this year, we haven't been there yet. The winter sports began this term, but little did we know that the fiercest teams of 21 were about to have a go. The primary games, they just scraped through, with rain the biggest team. The fields were swapped, the draws changed, but players, they were keen. Field events were held at school, the rain it was a foe, but of shot put and a discus, we were keen to have a throw. High jump mats were all set up, the sandpit cleared of lumps, so jumpers had a landing pad to launch for their big jump. Athletics day was out at track, no parent was in sight, and rain was at its best again, but St. Nick's, it won the fight. And Ozanam, it got the points and won it on the day. The trophy was a sight to see with sportsmanship in play. Then COVID came and took a swing, and boy, it was a big one. Our days of sport were all shut down, the virus, it had come. No sport was seen for several months and all in play was scratched. The Dio and the Paulding, no go, it was dispatched. Term 4 began with hope in sight, it might be on again. So cricket teams were organised and basketball, and then the rain. The rain, it had returned and fields were all awash. The cricket games were off again and sport we had to quash. And so it ends old 21 with sport achieving second. To rain and floods and COVID, all forces to be reckoned. To the captains of this year, Emma, Darcy, Mitch and Ella, Emily, Charlie, Harrison, and then of course there's Stella. Thank you for your efforts in this battle we have fought. You led your teams with courage. Your attitude should be caught. To the staff and to the children, thanks for all your sporting coolness, for going with the flow as COVID dealt its cruelness. And thanks to all the parents, managers, scorers, and the coaches. Happy holidays to young and old as Chrissy time approaches. So here's to 2022, a year we hope will be a year for sport, a year to play. I'm sure you will agree.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you for the privilege to speak on behalf of the St Nicholas School Advisory Council. It is a pleasure that the School Advisory Council was still able to communicate with you in a COVID-friendly way this year. Part of the role of the St Nicholas School Advisory Council is to bring together feedback from our school community and deliver back to our leadership team. We try to achieve this via our meetings, speaking openly and honestly with the school leadership team to reach a common agreement on the best ways forward for our school and, most importantly, our students. It is no surprise we yet again have been faced with the hurdles of COVID-19 this year. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the staff, both teaching and support staff, and the leadership team for the wonderful work in which they've done to navigate through these difficult times during 2021. Your support of our children has been terrific, and without this sort of excellent support that we've received this year, it would only be to the children's detriment. So again, on behalf of the School Advisory Council, we thank you. I, for one, am so very appreciative of the extra lengths the school has gone to this year with such programs such as the Learning for Leaps. This is a program that has helped our children's reading levels increase and improve throughout the year. These sorts of programs that have been implemented by St Nicholas School, that's what sets us apart from many other schools. To the teachers that have worked so tirelessly this year, thank you. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. The amount of pressure during snap lockdowns to plan and deliver lessons in a non-traditional sense with limited or no face-to-face learning was a total credit to you all. I'm still struggling with the basic Zoom in our second year of COVID, and I truly do not know how you managed to create lessons for students to be engaged in. The communication with families during these times, all the phone calls to parents and from parents, especially the Mulligans with "I've lost my login" or "we don't know the password," that was really appreciated. From the School Advisory Council, we say thank you, and we hope you enjoy your holidays. You've truly earned them. To the wonderful support staff of St Nicholas, we truly appreciate everything that goes into the running of our school. From our terrific office staff that keep the ship sailing smoothly, to our grounds people for keeping the school looking in tip-top arrangement, we say thank you. To the parish and Father Chris for your continued support and encouragement of our children. We at St Nicholas School are so very blessed to have such a dedicated team working around us. And of course, our families. We're so very lucky at St Nicholas to have such a tremendous community and community spirit. A spirit which this year again has been yet demonstrated. It was great to see such a spectacular turnout to any function when we're allowed to have it by the whole school community. The PTNF this year has done a wonderful job on keeping a sense of community, and every activity you guys have been able to do, you've absolutely nailed it, so we thank you. We look forward to next year being a little bit more normal, hopefully, and we can continue to build on our community spirit that everyone loves being a part of at the St Nicholas community. Our parents, we say thank you for your continued support. Even in the difficult times during all the lockdowns, somehow, and it wasn't always easy, you found a way to support your teachers and our children with all their home learning efforts. And kids, You should all be so proud of yourselves for your exceptional learning achievements during such difficult times. You have truly done yourselves proud. We say goodbye to our Year 6 leaders this year and we wish them all the best for their future education. Be proud of what you have achieved at St Nick's and go forward with the attitude love to learn and always strive for 2 more marks. We thank you for being such terrific role models, especially to the younger students and the new Year 5s coming through. Finally, I would like to thank the School Advisory Council. Your discussions and deliberations have been awesome. The connection between parents and school and the parish is what we aim to do. And this year with some new faces, it has been a pleasure working with you all. Moving forward into 2022, we're all now becoming more familiar with what COVID looks like and how we can manage it. So hopefully all our new future hurdles will be a little bit less stressful into the future. Everyone have a very safe and Merry Christmas. Wish you all the best for the new year and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
So 2021 has been another challenging year. The PTNF started off well with a welcome barbecue, which was great to get some of the families into the school that hadn't been there for over 12 months. Some of our Year 1s parents hadn't actually been into school. Unfortunately, things got worse again and we've not been able to do a lot since. We did manage to have the Mother's Day stall. We've had the pie drive and the mango drive, and we were able to raise some money and donate money to the Year 6 shirts, shout the teachers some coffee, and we've also managed to raise $7,000 to give to the school towards some outdoor sports equipment. Big thank you to the committee again this year, Jamie Lee, Beck, Tatum and Felicity. And any of the other parents that were able to come and help for the different fundraisers we're able to have this year. We'll hopefully kick off 2022 with a bang, with a welcome barbecue on the 11th of February, and the colour run is penned in for the 25th of March. So it should be a big term 1 and welcome back to 2022.
Thanks, mate. Greatly appreciated. So, just on behalf of the school, I'd really like to acknowledge the wonderful work of the PTNF this year. Once again in 2021, they have helped bring our school community together, which is an amazing achievement in a year that has been so interrupted by COVID. The fact that they've been able to donate $7,000 towards the school is a fantastic contribution in a year when people are struggling financially. It gives me great pleasure to announce tonight also that this money will be going towards purchasing 2 outdoor cement quality ping pong tables, which all of our children will get to enjoy. Thank you.